Neighbor romance movies.
I'm Travis. What are you so angry about?
Your dog knocked up my dog.
I take full responsibility. I've talked to him so many times about using protection.
Oh my God.
What if someone says they are in love with their neighbor? Funny, right? This practice might sound extreme or pushy, and I want to tell you what I mean by it. Everyone has lots of neighbors, and they come in many shapes and sizes. Obviously, the people living across the street are neighbors, but in some sense, so are the people you live with. Here is a list of top 10 movies based on neighbor romance. Number 1. The Girl Next Door. Jack Ketchum's The Girl Next Door, also known as Jack Ketchum's Evil, is a 2007 American horror film directed by Gregory M. Wilson from a screenplay by Daniel Ferrens and Philip Nutman.
Oh, your cousin, yeah, down by the rock. Cute too, ain't she?
It is based on Jack Ketchum's 1989 novel of the same name, which was inspired by the real-life murder, yes, a real-life murder, of Sylvia Likens, to whom the movie is also dedicated.
Tent worms. I'll do this one, and you can do the rest, okay?
I don't want to. David?
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
I haven't eaten in almost 2 days.
In 2007, David Moran witnesses a man hit and run by a car in New York City. He responds to the situation and tries to resuscitate the victim. That evening, he reflects on his past in the summer of 1958 when he meets his first teenage crush, Meg Laughlin. Meg and her disabled sister Susan have lost their parents in a car accident and are now living with their aunt, Ruth Chandler, and her sons, Willie, Ralphie, and Donnie. Number 2. The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby is a 1925 novel by American writer F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Look around you. Rich girls don't marry poor boys. She's mine.
Set in the Jazz Age on Long Island near New York City, the novel depicts first-person narrator Nick Carraway's interactions with mysterious millionaire Jay Gatsby and Gatsby's obsession to reunite with his former lover, Daisy Buchanan. The novel was inspired by a youthful romance Fitzgerald had with socialite Ginevra King and the riotous parties he attended on Long Island's North Shore in 1922. Following a move to the French Riviera, Fitzgerald completed a rough draft of the novel in 1924. He submitted it to editor Maxwell Perkins, who persuaded Fitzgerald to revise the work over the following winter.
There's anything that you want, just ask for it, old sport.
Number 3. The Shape of Water.
This creature is intelligent, capable of language, of understanding emotions.
Elisa is a mute, isolated woman who works as a cleaning lady in a hidden, high-security government laboratory in 1962 Baltimore. Her life changes forever when she discovers the lab's classified secret, a mysterious, scaled creature from South America that lives in a water tank. As Elisa develops a unique bond with her new friend, she soon learns that its fate and very survival lies in the hands of a hostile government agent and a marine biologist.
I don't want an intricate, beautiful thing destroyed.
Number 4. Neighbours. Neighbours is an Australian television soap opera that was first broadcast on the 7 network on the 18th of March, 1985.
You never did keep your guard up properly.
I just didn't recognise who you were, that's all.
Bet you would have had second thoughts if you had.
No need to boast about it.
It was created by a television executive, Reg Watson. 7 decided to commission the show following the success of Watson's earlier soap, Sons and Daughters, which aired on the network. Although successful in Melbourne, Neighbours underperformed in the Sydney market and struggled for months before 7 canceled it. The show was immediately bought by rival network 10. I would recommend it to watch, as it is a very underrated show.
Any more objections? Pancakes it is.
Sorry, I had to duck out for a while.
Number 5. The Choice. Travis Shaw, played by Benjamin Walker, is a ladies' man who thinks a serious relationship would cramp his easygoing lifestyle. Gabby Holland, played by Teresa Palmer, is a feisty medical student who's preparing to settle down with her long-term boyfriend, Tom Welling.
Excuse me.
Hey, you're my new neighbor, aren't you? Yeah. Well, I'm Travis. What are you so angry about?
Your dog knocked up my dog.
Fate brings the two together as Gabby moves next door to Travis, sparking an irresistible attraction that upends both of their lives. As their bond grows, the unlikely couple must decide how far they're willing to go to keep the hope of love alive.
Your stinky ass dog took advantage of my sweet little girl. Now her nipples are swollen. She's gained 15 pounds. She will not get out of bed. And you played your music too loud.
So how do you even know she's pregnant?
Number 6. Extract. The owner of a factory that produces flavor extracts, Joel Reynolds, played by Jason Bateman, seems to have it all, but really doesn't. What's missing is sexual attention from his wife, Susie, played by Kristen Wiig.
Hi, you're home early.
So how was that new pool cleaner?
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? Did he do a good job cleaning the pool?
Joel hatches a convoluted plan to get Susie to cheat on him, thereby clearing the way for Joel to have an affair with Cindy, played by Mila Kunis, an employee. But what Joel doesn't know is that Cindy is a sociopath con artist, and a freak workplace accident clears the way for her to ruin Joel forever.
I mean, you figured all of that out. Like with your brain.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be really rich.
Number 7. Love and Basketball. Monica, played by Sana Lathan, and Quincy, played by Omar Epps, are two childhood friends who both aspire to be professional basketball players. Quincy, whose father, Zeke, played by Dennis Haysbert, plays for the Los Angeles Clippers, is a natural talent and a born leader. Monica is ferociously competitive, but sometimes becomes overly emotional on the court. Over the years, the two begin to fall for each other, but their separate paths to basketball stardom threaten to pull them apart.
NBA, you gonna be my cheerleader.
Number 8. Drive Me Crazy. Nicole, played by Melissa Joan Hart, and Chase, played by Adrian Grenier, live next door to each other, but are worlds apart.
Or me, and that's fine, but starting Monday, I'm gonna be treated like the biggest loser ever at Time Zone. I mean, the same girls dishing out fake sympathy will be laughing behind my back.
However, they plot a scheme to date each other in order to attract the interest and jealousy of their respective romantic prey. But in the midst of planning a gala centennial celebration, Nicole and Chase find that the one they always wanted was closer than they ever thought.
Can you think of anything that would make Dulcie freak out more than me with Miss School Spirit Nicole Maris?
Number 9. A Single Man. Mourning the loss of his partner Jim, George Falconer, an English professor working in Los Angeles, is finding life increasingly difficult to face. After being ignored by the family of his partner upon his death, George has now decided to end it all by committing suicide. While preparing for his departure, George encounters some of the people he has met during his time in Los Angeles, and they notice a change in the man. Number 10. Everything, Everything.
This is my whole world. My nurse, my mom, my sickness. I'm 18 and I've never been outside. If I did, I would probably die.
Maddie, played by Amanda Stenberg, is a smart, curious, and imaginative 18-year-old who is unable to leave the protection of the hermetically sealed environment within her house because of an illness. Ollie, played by Nick Robinson, is the boy next door who won't let that stop them from being together. Gazing through windows and talking only through texts, Maddie and Ollie form a deep bond that leads them to risk everything to be together, even if it means losing everything.
I have to know if I'm really sick. And the only way that I'll know is if I'm outside.
Thank you for watching the video. Give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to Black Slate Studios. Also, comment down on your favorite movie, as here we create the top 10 movies.